Hey guys, back with another first chapter Friday for you. This one is particularly fun. I think you guys are really going to like it. This is called Millionaires for the Month by Stacy McAnulty. Here it is. And it is just a totally different type of book. You'll see why here in a second. So I'm going to read the back and then the first chapter, which is a little short. So here we go. The challenge. Spend $5,368,709.12 in 30 days. The rules. Number 1, no buying houses or other investments. Rule number 2, no buying gifts for other people. Rule number 3, no telling anyone about the challenge. The prize, $10 million to spend however you want. Can you do it? Here is chapter 1 of Millionaires for the month. Chapter 1, Tuesday, October 26th. And so it switches back and forth between narrators or between characters. So our first narrator, his name is going to be Felix Rannells. The 7th grade teachers of Sterling Middle School did not put any thought into the important task of assigning field trip partners. Their poor decision-making had tethered Felix Rannells to Benji Porter for the entire day. When Felix received his assignment at 6 o'clock a.m., he considered faking an illness, something tough to prove, like a toothache, but his mom had already driven off. And the field trip was to the American Museum of Natural History in New York City, a place he had always wanted to go. So instead, Felix climbed the bus steps and took the inside seat next to Benji. Felix tried to pass the 2 hours by reading, while Benji tried to entertain everyone by offering to do stupid tricks just for money. For $1, I'll eat gum from the bottom of the seats. For $0.25, you can draw on my back with a Sharpie. For $10, I'll moon the tractor trailer. Benji wasn't making much. He earned $1 off Aiden Rosman and a few oohs from everyone else. Ideally, Felix should have paired with someone who respected rules, like a teacher. Or better yet, no partner at all. He liked to be alone. Or maybe he was just used to it. Was there really any difference? Benji and Felix knew each other, of course. They were in Miss Chenoweth's homeroom, and they both played basketball. Felix a point guard and Benji a center. Benji's nickname on the court was Barney. Not that Felix would ever call him that, because he was the biggest guy out there, and he was always smiling. Benji had wavy brown hair, braces, and zits that would probably grow a mustache before they were out of middle school. Unlike the purple dinosaur, Benji was kind of awkward. Hey, buddy, Benji turned to Felix. I'll give you $1 if you call Miss Chenoweth Mommy for the rest of the day. Felix shook his head, regretting again not pretending to be sick when he'd had the chance. Now it was too late. The bus pulled up in front of the museum, and the students were reminded to stay with their partners at all times. This resulted in Felix spending the morning as an unwilling participant in a 3-hour game of hide-and-seek, where he was always the seeker. Benji accidentally joined another school's group. He went into the bathroom without permission. He even set off an alarm when he tried to duck behind a woolly mammoth. And approximately every 30 seconds, Miss Chenoweth warned Benji, and by association Felix, to behave. By lunch, Felix needed air and a break. Miss Chenoweth seemed to read his mind, allowing them all to eat across the street in Central Park. The Central Park, yes, like the ones that you've seen in the movies. A chaperone handed out the bagged lunches everyone had pre-packed. Felix's contained a peanut butter sandwich and saltine crackers. His mom wouldn't be going to the grocery store again until the end of the month, so they were out of chips and granola bars. He unwrapped the sandwich and ate the larger half in a matter of seconds. But Benji didn't have a bagged lunch in the cooler. I forgot it on the counter. Felix offered him his crackers. Nah, I'm buying a pretzel. Benji pulled a wrinkled dollar from his jeans and headed toward a food cart. You're not supposed to, Felix thought. Their permission slip had clearly stated that students were forbidden to make any purchases. Felix glanced back at Miss Chenoweth, who was chatting with the math teacher and not watching Benji's lunch rebellion. Felix sighed and once again followed his partner. How much for a pretzel? Benji asked. $2. The man pointed to the sign. I'll give you one. It's all I got. Well, then you ain't got a pretzel. The man turned his back like he had another customer, which he didn't. I guess I'll starve. Felix popped the last bite of sandwich into his mouth and was going to toss the plastic wrap when something caught his eye. Just a foot from the trash can. A red wallet with 2 interlocking gold C's. 2 other kids walked right by it. For a second, he thought about leaving it and letting it be someone else's responsibility, but he picked it up. The leather was soft and smooth and somehow felt important. He glanced around the park. No one appeared to be searching for it. What's that? Benji came up behind him. Someone's wallet. Felix handed it to Benji. If he'd thought about it for even 2 seconds, he'd have realized that this was a big mistake. Benji immediately unzipped it and pulled out a $20 bill. Score! Now we have lunch money! Felix flinched. Oh, I'm witnessing a robbery. And that's just only the beginning of the craziness. This book is funny. It's interesting. I really think you guys are going to like it. Like I said, the characters switch back and forth like the narrators who's telling the story. So the next chapter isn't told by Felix. It's told by Benji. So now we get Benji's perspective on why he grabbed the wallet, what's going on. So anyway, it keeps going back and forth. So if you would like to read this one, come down and snag it as this is one of the 12 Mark Twain nominees. And anyway, I miss you guys. I hope you're doing well. I can't wait to see you in a few short weeks. I'll be back. Miss you. Bye.